transcription. Transcription in prokaryotes, transcription in eukaryotes. Before going to that, some important words we need to know what the meaning of that words. For example, one by one. Cistron. First gene. Gene. Gene is nothing but small segment of DNA. Small segment of DNA. Gene is a small segment of DNA. Gene. Then basic unit of fundamental unit of inheritance. Fundamental unit of inheritance. Fundamental unit of inheritance. This is also gene. Then gene is nothing but small segment of DNA. Fundamental unit of inheritance. Not only that, it codes for the tRNA. Small segment of DNA codes for tRNA and rRNA. tRNA and rRNA also nothing but its code for tRNA and rRNA is also nothing but it's a definition for the gene. Gene, that is a gene. Next, cistron. Cistron nothing but it's a segment of structural gene. This is also structural gene, small segment of structural gene. Small segment of structural gene which code for structural gene which code for polypeptide protein. Polypeptide, that is very important. Cistron is nothing but small segment of DNA, nothing but structural gene that's code for polypeptide. Then monocystronic gene. Monocystronic gene mostly present in eukaryotes. Monocystronic gene mostly present in eukaryotes now. Eukaryotes, it can code for only one polypeptide at a time. That is a monocystronic gene. Polycystronic gene. It's a present in prokaryotes. Mostly present in prokaryotes. It can code for several polypeptide at a time. Polycystronic gene. Important terms. Very important terms. Polycystronic gene. Next, split gene. What's mean by split genes are? In eukaryotes, there is a monocystronic gene is present. In eukaryotes, monocystronic gene having some are interrupted sequences. Some have interrupted sequences are present. That type of genes are nothing but split genes. Next, important term, exons. Exons nothing but coding sequences. Are expression. Coding sequences are expression sequences. So exons mainly present in mature RNA or a processed RNA. Exons mainly present in matured RNA or a processed RNA. Next, introns now. Introns means generally introns are present. Exons are interrupted by introns. These are non-coding sequences. Non-express sequences. Non-coding sequences are also called non-expression sequences. These are never appear in mature RNA. Introns are never appear in mature RNA. These are the important terms before going to transcription. Gene, small segment of DNA, the fundamental unit of inheritance. Mainly, it can code for the tRNA and RNA, also considered as a gene. Cistron, small segment of DNA, nothing but structural gene. It can code for polypeptide. Monocystronic gene present in eukaryotes mostly. It can code for only one polypeptide at a time. But polycystonic gene present in mostly prokaryotes, it can code for more than one polypeptide at a time. Split gene, actually in eukaryotes monocystonic gene is present. Then monocystonic gene having some interrupted sequences. That gene is nothing but split gene. Split genes are present in eukaryotes only. Exons, coding sequences are expressed sequences. So appear in mature RNA or processed RNA. Introns, exons are interrupted by introns that are also non-coding sequences or non-expressed sequences. Never appear in mature RNA. Never appear in a mature RNA. Next, transcription in prokaryotes. Transcription in prokaryotes. Before going that, then there are three types of mRNAs are there. I told you already. Transcription in prokaryotes. Transcription in prokaryotes. Prokaryotes means bacteria. So there are three types of mRNAs are there. Three types of RNAs are there. Three types of RNA. We know very well mRNA, messenger RNA, then tRNA, transfer RNA, then rRNA, ribosomal RNA. Signature point, mRNA providing template. mRNA is a provides template and store the genetic information. Stores genetic information. GI means genetic information in the form of genetic code. So codons are present on mRNA only. So which are the following RNA provides template? mRNA. Now tRNA function brings the amino acids. And read a genetic codon and reads the genetic codon. rRNA, ribosomal RNA play catalytic role in a protein synthesis. Nothing but peptide bond formation. Catalytic role in a peptide bond formation during translation or protein synthesis process. So there are three types of RNAs are there. One is the mRNA, provides template, then store the genetic information in the form of genetic code. tRNA brings amino acid and read the genetic codon. Then rRNA plays catalytic role in peptide bond formation during translation. Bacteria, what type of rRNA act as a catalyst means 23S rRNA. Very, very important. 23S rRNA act as a catalyst. All three types of RNAs are required for protein synthesis in the cell. All three types of RNAs are required in the cell for protein synthesis. Protein synthesis takes place in cell only. So in transcription in prokaryotes, transcription takes place in cytoplasm, bacteria, because there is no separation of nucleus and cytoplasm. So no separation. So transcription and translation of both are takes place in same compartment, that is nothing but cytoplasm. This is nothing but transcription from prokaryotes. Before going to that, the basic things. Now transcription in prokaryotes involves mainly three important steps. Before going to that, RNA polymerase enzyme, DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme. I told already, only one type of RNA polymerase present in prokaryotes, that is RNA polymerase only. DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme helpful to synthesize the RNA in 5' to 3' direction. New RNA nucleotides are joined at the 3' end. Then that is strand is going to synthesize in the direction 5' to 3'. So name the polymerase enzyme. Name the enzyme which are involved in synthesis of RNA. RNA polymerase, DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Nucleotides are joined at the 3' end. I mean in the direction of 5 prime to 3 prime new strand is going to synthesize. This is a enzyme involved in prokaryotes. Then the transcription in prokaryotes mainly involved in three important steps. Now. What are that? Initiation. Second, elongation. Termination. Three important steps of it. Termination. Initiation, elongation and termination. So here, just I'll give the brief diagram. Initiation, elongation, termination. Let's see here. This is double helix structure of DNA. This is 3rd prime. So here 5 prime. This is 5 prime. Here 5 prime. Here 3rd prime comes. 3rd prime. Here 5 prime. So now these are nothing but nucleotides are present now here. Then here also nucleotides are present somewhat, little bit. This is I will show that RNA polymerase engine. Right. See, in previous classes, what I explained, RNA polymerase enzyme, holoenzyme, it consists of core part and additional factors, sigma and rho factor. I told na. So recall that one. So now come to here transcription in prokaryotes, mainly involved in three steps: initiation, elongation, termination. What is the meaning of initiation? RNA polymerase enzyme. This is the RNA polymerase enzyme. RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter. Promoter present at the 5 prime end only. I told already. Promoter is nothing but it is a spot of the DNA. Promoter. So RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter with the help of sigma factor. That's called the initiation. RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter with the help of sigma factor and initiate the transcription. That process is called the initiation. Very, very important. Name the enzyme which initiate the transcription. RNA polymerase. Name the site which initiate the transcription. Promoter. Name the factor which initiate the transcription. Sigma factor. A sigma factor, RNA polymerase enzyme with the help of sigma factor bind to the promoter and initiate the transcription. Then nucleoside substrates are added here in a template dependent manner. Template dependent manner means, I told already, only one small segment of DNA strand act as a template, not complete. Small segment of DNA strand. This is the DNA strand. So whatever the nitrogen bases are there, based on dependent on this one, the nitrogen bases are complementary nitrogen bases are formed in this RNA. Nucleoside, repeat that, nucleoside substrates are added to the complementary RNA based on template dependent manner. That is very important. Next, elongation. Elongation means initiation controlled by sigma factor. Elongation means during this process the DNA strands open the helix. This is totally open the helix. When open the helix with the help of helicase enzyme. Then during opening of the helix, that RNA polymerase is helpful for continue the elongation of complementary strand. So these are small stretch of RNA, short stretch of RNA remains bind to the RNA polymerase. Small stretch bind to the RNA polymerase. Small stretch of RNA binds to the RNA polymerase. So elongation is continuous here. Here elongation controlled by sigma factor only. Elongation elongation, if RNA polymerase enzyme, when reached to the terminator, terminator means present at the third prime end, I told you already. When reached to the terminator, RNA polymerase enzyme when reached to the terminator, third prime end, then it terminates the transcription. A RNA polymerase enzyme when reached to the terminator, it is identified by the Rho factor. I told already. Identified by the Rho factor. So when RNA polymerase enzyme reach to the terminator, it can identified by the Rho factor. It terminates the transcription. Stop the transcription. After complete the transcription, then RNA polymerase enzyme separate from the DNA template. Not only RNA polymerase, even this is mRNA. That mRNA also separated from DNA template. Not only RNA polymerase, but also RNA also separated from the DNA. This is a transcription in prokaryotes. Mainly 3 steps: initiation, elongation, and termination. Enzyme involved RNA polymerase enzyme. Important one here. After formation of mRNA, there is no need of additional steps. mRNA to become active, there is no additional steps in prokaryotes, nothing but in bacteria. Why? Because whatever the formation of mRNA here, even transcription and translation, both are takes place in same compartment, because there is no separation of cytosol and nucleus in prokaryotes. So transcription or translation both are takes place in same compartment, that is the cytoplasm only. So that's why no need of additional steps, additional process to become active mRNA. This is only active mRNA. Many times before transcribed mRNA, many times translation automatically starts. Before only starts translation. This is nothing but transcription in prokaryotes. Now I am going to explain again. Transcription in eukaryotes now. See here, transcription in eukaryotes. These transcription in prokaryotes and transcription in eukaryotes theory. For theory, there is a textbook diagrams there. So you have to draw textbook diagrams. That also I am going to share in this. Now see, transcription in eukaryotes. So eukaryotes, there is separation. I mean nucleus and cytoplasm is there. So transcription takes place in nucleus, translation takes place in cytoplasm in eukaryotes. There is two complexities are there. How many complexities in eukaryotes? Two complexities are there. Two complexes are there. Transcription in eukaryotes. The first one, there are 3 types of RNA polymerases. I told you already. RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3, RNA polymerase 3. So 3 types of RNA polymerases are present in eukaryotes. RNA polymerase 1 synthesize the rRNA. What type? 28, 18, 28S, 18S, or 5.8S rRNA. 5.8S rRNA. So this is very important. 28ASO, 18ASO, 5.8S type of rRNA synthesized by RNA polymerase 1. Then RNA polymerase 2 helpful to synthesize hnRNA. hnRNA means heterogeneous nuclear RNA. That's nothing but mRNA. So precursor of mRNA, heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Heterogeneous nuclear RNA. So mRNA matured one, heterogeneous nuclear RNA is a immature RNA. So after mature hnRNA, it become into mRNA. So precursor of mRNA is a hnRNA. RNA polymerase 3. RNA polymerase 3 helpful to synthesize the tRNA. Exactly, tRNA. tRNA, not only 5S rRNA, very important, and snRNA, small nuclear RNA. So this is a very important comparisons, matching question. Last 2019 theory question also. What are the complexities? How many types of RNA polymerases in eukaryotes transcription? There are three types of RNA polymerases: RNA polymerase 1, polymerase 2, polymerase 3. RNA polymerase 1 helpful to synthesize the rRNA, 28 sRNA, 18 sRNA, 5.8 sRNA. RNA polymerase 2 helpful to synthesize the hnRNA and mRNA. RNA polymerase 3 tRNA helpful to synthesize the tRNA, 5s rRNA and snRNA. Name the enzyme which is helpful for the synthesis of 5s rRNA. RNA polymerase 1, polymerase 2, polymerase 3, RNA polymerase. Many of them confused. Sir, here rRNA. No, 5s rRNA, polymerase 3. Normal rRNA, polymerase 1. Very important performance. Did you understand? Next, second complex. Second difficult. This is the diagram. Transcription in eukaryotes. So just now I told there is a two complexities are there. First complexity is enzyme. Second complexity is after the same transcription process. After complete the transcription, this is the primary transcript or nothing but mRNA. Immature RNA is also nothing but primary transcript or hnRNA, heterogeneous nuclear RNA. After completion of the transcription, hnRNA or a primary transcript, it is separated from the DNA. When it is separated from the DNA, the two strands of DNA rewind again. Two DNA strands again rewind. So then the primary transcript or hnRNA is separated from DNA. So this hnRNA, this is hnRNA. The hnRNA or a primary transcript is a immature RNA. Why we call it is immature RNA? It having exons and introns. Exons and introns both are present in hnRNA. That's why it is called immature RNA. I told you exons are coding or expression sequences. Introns are nothing but non-coding sequences. It is interrupted the exons. I told already. So exons and introns both are present. That is nothing but in eukaryotes. Eukaryotes only this story, not having the other things. So exons and introns are there. That is hnRNA, primary transcript or immature RNA. To become mature RNA or mRNA, it required three important processes. What are that? First is a capping. Second, splicing. Third one, tailing. This is three important process. Very important, Name the process are involved in to become the mature RNA from hnRNA in transcription in eukaryotes. Capping or splicing or tailing. So one by one, what's that? Capping means methyl guanosine triphosphate. 3 phosphate then not tri. Methyl guanosine triphosphate added to the 5' end of the hnRNA. Methyl guanosine triphosphate are unusual nucleotides or GTP. GTP also correct. So unusual nucleotide or methyl guanosine triphosphate added at the 5' end, it's called a capping. Next, splicing. Splicing means removal of introns. These introns. Removal of introns joins the exons in defining order in the hnRNA. Removals of introns join the exons in the defining order to hnRNA is called a splicing. Very, very important. Splicing present in eukaryotes only. It is not there in prokaryotes. Splicing is present in eukaryotes. This process is catalyzed by snRNP. Small nucleotide ribonucleotide phosphate. So snRNP, small nuclear ribonucleotide phosphate is catalyzed the splicing process. How it is removed the introns means spliceosome. Very, very important. How introns are removed in eukaryotes? Spliceosome. Spliceosomes are present in eukaryotes only. So yes, spliceosomes are present in eukaryotes. Splicing is present in eukaryotes. Splicing is absent in prokaryotes or bacteria. That's very, very important. Next, tailing. Tailing means at third prime end, 200 to 300 adenyl residues. 200 to 300 adenyl residues are added. 200 to 300 adenyl residues are added at the third prime end. That process is called a tailing. After these three processes, after processing of hnRNA, now it become mature mRNA. Now it become mature mRNA. This is nothing but transcription in eukaryotes. Transcription in eukaryotes. So this is very important. After completion of this mature mRNA, then it is transported out from nucleus to cytoplasm. I told transcription takes place in a cytoplasm. Transcription takes place in nucleus only in eukaryotes. Translation takes place in cytoplasm. So that's why this is the next step for the translation. For further step translation or protein synthesis, this mRNA transported from nucleus to cytoplasm. This is nothing but transcription in eukaryotes, transcription under prokaryotes. Just now we was given. That is only how transcription comparison. Transcription prokaryotes, there is no different type of enzymes, only one RNA polymerase. There is no additional activities. But in transcription eukaryotes, 3 types of RNA polymerases, additional steps are there to become mature RNA: capping, splicing, tailing. Capping means added the methyl guanosine triphosphate and 5' end capping. Splicing means removal of introns and adding of the exons in defining order, that is nothing but splicing. Then tailing means 200 to 300 adenyl residues are added at 3' end, that is nothing but tailing. After becoming this process, now hnRNA is a mature mRNA. Okay, this is nothing but transcription in a eukaryotes. Any doubts? You may chance to ask.